Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear first year student and BDS class, we move further in the lymphatic system, discuss the lymph node today lecture. This is the front picture of a lymph node. It is the hypothetical diagram. You see a multiple lymphatic vessel with lymph node in between. What is the definition of lymph node? It is a small oval shaped structure lying along the course of lymphatic vessel, encapsulated center of antigen presentation and lymphocytic activation, differentiation and proliferation. This is the broad term definition in which the lymph node is defined as a discrete small oval bead shaped structure lying along with the lymphatic vessel, lymphatic channel throughout the body, but they are when encapsulated. क्या फंक्शन परफॉर्म करते हैं? दे परफॉर्म द फंक्शन ऑफ एंटीजन प्रेजेंटेशन. कोई भी इनकमिंग एंटीजन आएगा उसको सेंसिटाइज करके लिम्फोसिटिक एक्टिवेशन करेंगे, फिर उसकी डिफ्रेंशिएशन करेंगे बी सेल देन द प्लाज्मा सेल टू फॉर्म द एंटीबॉडी प्रोडक्शन. टोटल बॉडी रफली अबाउट 450 लिम्फ नोड प्रेजेंट होते हैं. 60 to 40 head and neck region, 100 approximately in the thorax and 250 abdomen and pelvis. This is the rough estimate of the exact amount of lymph nodes. Entire node is a bean shape, the concavity situated constituting a hilum through which blood vessel enter and leave the nodes. चूँकि ये बीन शेप है, इसका हाइलम होगा कंकेविटी साइड पे, डिप्रेस्ड एरिया होगा फ्रॉम वेयर द ब्लड वेसल एंड efferent lymphatic leave, blood vessel enters and vein is also leave out. Several lymph vessels enter the node on its convex aspects. जो उसकी convex side होगी, outer side, they receive the afferent lymphatics at multiple sites. Usually a single lymph vessel leaves the node through its hilum. Efferent lymphatics, usually one, maybe one or more, but many lymphatic vessels which are afferent at the convex side will enter. What is the histology comprised of? Connective tissue framework, and the main composition is lymphocyte. दो टाइप स्ट्रक्चर आपको नजर आएंगे. कनेक्टिव टिश्यू फ्रेमवर्क जो कि उसका सारा का सारा स्ट्रोमा बनाएगा, फ्रेमवर्क बनाएगा, in which the lymphocytes are embedded. The connective tissue framework consists of capsule, which is the outermost structure made up of collagen fiber, elastic fiber and fibroblast. This capsule sends connective tissue septum. Look at the picture. This is the outermost H&E stain of the lymph node, outermost, that is the fibrous capsule. This capsule has subcapsular sinus as well. This is the subcapsular sinus, and this capsule sends trabecularly means septa within the lymphocytic aggregation in the substance of the lymph node to divide into multiple units. The sinuses present in the trabecular sinuses along the trabeculae and the subcapsular standing along the septus, which is the canals of the lymphatic vessel, which is the canal of lymph coming from the afferent lymphatics. The lymph nodes is covered by capsule consisting mainly of collagen fibers. Some elastic fibers and some smooth muscle may be present. So this is the composition of a connective tissue capsule composed of elastic collagen and some few smooth muscles. This is the hypothetical diagram to demonstrate you the histology of a lymph node. Look at the picture. These are the afferent lymphatics coming in the subcapsular sinus. subcapsular sinus drain initially all the lymph coming from the body or the drainage area from the respective node coming from the afferent lymphatic to the subcapsular sinus. Subcapsular sinus is lined by the endothelial lining. Same that is the I have already told to you, मैंने पहले बताई हैं क्या डिफरेंस होते हैं कैपिलरीज के और लिम्फेटिक वेसल के. वो प्रीवियस स्लाइड आप देखें, उसमें पता चलेगा कि एंडोथेलियल लाइनिंग जो हैं दे आर कंटिन्यूस, नॉट कंटिन्यूस इन द लिम्फेटिक्स बट दे आर कंटिन्यूस इन द कैपिलरीज. Over here, the lining is endothelial in the subcapsular sinus. Now, from this cortical area, the cortical sinus move within the medulla. These are the cortical lymphatic nodule, germinal center. In the middle, close to the hilum is the medulla, on which the loosely arranged of lymphatic along with the channel medullary cord. We will discuss in later slide. This is again a diagrammatic presentation of a lymph node cut section. Inner is the hilum, close is the medulla, the outermost is the cortex. These are the afferent lymphatics having the valve to prevent backflow. Having valve to prevent the backflow of the lymph from the lymphatic nodule. The capsule and the sinuses. This is the subcapsular sinus, this is the trabecular sinus, this is the medulla. These are the efferent lymphatics coming out from the hilum to the other lymph node or to the duct system. What are the major composition of the lymph node? Is the lymphocytes. ये दो तरह की हैं, T lymphocytes and B lymphocyte. As the name indicates, T is from thymus derived, whereas B is from bone marrow derived or in the bursa fabricus. B cell is bone derived, whereas T cell is thymus derived. Now, what are the T cell characteristics? Thymus derived lymphocyte, two subdivisions based on expression of specific surface marker. T lymphocyte को हम दो में डिवाइड करेंगे with the expression of their surface marker. CD4, which is also called as helper T cell. CD4 is also called as helper T cell, whereas CD8 is the cytotoxic T cell. ये आपको दो तरह के आप T cell आपको डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे. उनका डिफरेंट फंक्शन है, helper T cell and cytotoxic T cell. Now, B cell is uniform because they are derived from the bone marrow cell and they are antigen antibody specific cell, and they produce the immunoglobulin by first maturing into plasma cell and then the specific immunoglobulin IgA, IgE, IgG and Ig. Many types of other immunoglobulins are there. So all these are derived from the B lymphocyte from bone marrow, but they have to first convert into active form plasma cell. If you see the section of a lymph node, it consists of cortex, does not extend into the hilum. Cortex is the outermost, beneath the capsule is the cortex. The cortex जो है ये extend नहीं करेगा toward the hilum, it is in the periphery. Now, surrounded by the cortex, there is a lighter staining zone in which the lymphocytes are fewer in the form of a cord. It is called the medulla. Look at the H&E stain of the complete lymph node. The outermost is the periphery, cortex, and loosely arranged lymphocyte along with the cord is the medulla. So, medulla is centrally placed close to the hilum. Loosely arranged lymphocytes along the various cord formation, medullary cord. Outer is the cortex beneath the capsule of the lymph node. This is the high power resolution of a cortical lymph node. It is also called a lymphoid follicle. Now look at the lymphoid follicle. The central zone is relatively lighter stain, having larger lymphocyte, also called as lymphoblast. They are maturing into T lymphocytes into converting into B lymphocyte. The corona is the transition between the germinal center. GC is the germinal center The outer is the compact mature cell surrounding the lymphoid follicle. So lymphoid follicle consists of central lighter zone, also called germinal center. Name indicate it germinates the newer cell, that is it is proliferating zone, and then outermost is the mature cell. Now within the cortex you see multiple cortical lymphatic nodule. In this picture you see each cortical lymphatic nodule has a paler stained germinal center surrounded by a zone of densely packed lymphocyte. Now look at the pack, that's a lymphocytic aggregation. This is called lymphoid follicle. Outermost zone is the jam-packed cell, and this is the germinal center. This is the capsule, and this is trabeculae moving inside. This is the cortex of a medulla having a cortical lymphatic follicle or lymphoid follicle. Germinal center, less stained, immature cell, lymphoblasts. This is again a actually stained cut section of a lymph node. The lymphocytes are in the branching anastomotic cord within the medulla. The medullary sinus, the lining macrophages and reticulocytes. Now look at the picture. This is the medullary area. This is the hilum, loosely arranged cell in the form of a cord. The cord is lined by macrophages and reticular cell. Cords are reticular cell. So all the cells, maturing cell from the lymphoid cortical area, lymphoid follicles, when they reach after maturing to pass into the blood vessel, it has to pass through the medullary sinus, from where the macrophages and reticular cells are there for further activation and for further defense mechanism. Now this is the capsule, subcapsular sinus, the cortical lymphatic nodule, the medulla area, medullary cord, and these septum also divides into loosely texture of the medulla. Now again, this is the high power microscopic picture, actually stain, multiple lymphatic nodule, the trabeculae, the subcapsular sinus, the trabecular sinus, the capsule, and the germinal center. Outer zone is the densely packed cell. This is the deep cortex. Now this deep cortex having multiple lymphatic septa, having smaller and larger lymphatic nodule, jam-packed with mature lymphocytes. Now in the medulla, it is quite obvious that there are the medullary cord-like fashion. The cells are loosely arranged. The blood vessels are more numerous. Not the lymphatic follicles are present, but only in the form of a cord. Lymphocytes are arranged alongside. These cords are also lined by macrophages and reticular cells. Now, what are the paracortical cell lineage? Paracortical mean the area between the medulla and the cortex. The area between the medulla and the cortex is called the pericortical area. उसमें सेल कौन कौन से होंगे? Between cortical follicles and the medulla, accumulation of T cell, lack of B cell nodules. अब यहाँ पर T cell mature होकर एंटीजन प्रेजेंटेशन के लिए तैयार होंगे. T cell हों या उसके जो दूसरे जो किलर सेल, नेचुरल किलर, वो भी मौजूद होंगे. नोड्यूल्स नहीं होंगे. They are present in the pericortical region. Both CD4 and CD8, natural killer and T cell, both are present in this pericortical lining. Now, interdigitated dendritic cells are also present. Dendritic cell is also a epithelioid modified cell which interdigitated with the lymphatic follicle, meant for the immune response. It moves the CD4 and CD8 toward the proper place, attach them and activate and sense the various antigen antibody reaction. So dendritic cells are also present in the paracortical region and they expand to cell mediated immune response state में ये dendritic cell prominent हो जाते हैं. इसमें आप देखिए कि एंडोथेलियल लाइन हाई वेन्यूल नज़र आ रहे हैं, मल्टीपल लिम्फोसाइट नज़र आ रहे हैं. ये हाई वेन्यूल एंडोथेलियल लाइनिंग प्लस द ल्यूमन ऑफ द वेन्यूल. लिम्फ सर्कुलेशन कैसी होती है जनाब? नो, कैसे लिम्फ आता है और कैसे ड्रेन होता है। आफ्फरेंट लिम्फेटिक जो हैं वो एट द पेरिफेरी, जो से कन्वेक्स बॉर्डर है लिम्फ नोड का, वहाँ से आएंगे। दे विल एंटर इनटू द सबकैप्सुलर साइनस, कैप्सूल से होते हुए all the lymph is thrown into the subcapsular sinus, lymph in the subcapsular sinus. Then is the cortical sinuses. The cortical sinuses are present alongside the cortical lymphatic nodule, along with the septa present in it. Then over here the lymph is filter. Filter mean the incoming any injurious particles, incoming pathogens, incoming infective material is isolated within the cortical lymphatic nodule. Antigen antibody reaction takes place and proper response is produced, kill the incoming microorganism. The lymph is filtered alongside. Lymph infiltrate, then cortex move toward the medullary sinus. From the medullary sinus is further purified with the help of reticulocytes as well as the macrophages lining of the medullary cord. वहाँ पे over here further purification of the lymph will takes place, ultimately drain into the lymphatic as the hilum as the efferent lymphatics. So efferent lymphatic is having a lymphatic which is a clean one. It is not dirty, it is purified, and then it is poured into the circulation by various lymphatic ducts. What are the clinical aspects? Now the lymphadenitis is the common feature, can spread through lymphatic. ये आपको दो नजर आएंगे. Lymphadenitis is very common because any infective wound infection present within the territory, the lymphatic elements are the various the various incoming incoming pathogens, bacteria and viruses. They first drain in the lymph nodes, so they will get inflamed. Immune response will take place, infective material will take place over there. So there is the inflammation in the lymphatic node properly with the drainage area. जहाँ जहाँ infection होगी उसका lymph node becomes swollen up. It is very clinically observed in many patients कि आपके foot के ऊपर कोई dirty wound है तो आपके जो inguinal lymph node है that become enlarged and become painful. Why? Because the area of drainage ultimately is this inguinal lymph node after passing through the popliteal lymph node. वहाँ पे जो inflammation will proceed and it produces the lymphadenitis. Cancer spread through lymphatics is again a feature. Because the neoplastic tissue that move three aspects. They spread metastasize by three ways: local metastasis, lymphatics, and through blood. So lymphatic spread is also a very known entity. अगर आप किसी में अपर लिम्ब के हवाले से हो तो आपको पता है कि CA breast, that is the notoriously spread by the lymphatic through, that is the parasternal, then is this armpit, that is the axilla, axillary lymph node, apical lymph node, then in the cervical lymph node. So this spread is very notorious in the cancer of the breast. So the spread is three types: hematogenous, via lymphatics, and local spread. So this lymphatics also play a role in the lymphatics of various cancer cells toward other places. So that's all about the lymph node. Next, we'll move on the next lecture to the spleen. Thank you very much.